We are going to learn about all of the things that are going to make our classroom run smoothly this year. I'm going to talk really fast, so if you forget something, that's okay. You've probably learned a lot of stuff in your other classes too. You can always ask the teacher, or you can come here to our Canvas class disclosure, and click on our class procedures right here. So it is going to open this up here, and you can see everything you need to know to learn about our class. So first, when you come in every day, you are going to read the board. It's going to tell you what supplies you need to get out. Do you need a pencil? Do you need your folder, your Chromebook? It's going to tell you what supplies. It's going to tell you what to do. Staple these papers, turn this in. And lots of times there's not much to do, but have your supplies out. We'll also show you the question of the day and what we're trying to accomplish for the day listed on the board. So your first responsibility, check out the board. Next up, you have a Chromebook. The numbers are posted above the Chromebooks. You have a number assigned to you. That's the Chromebook you need to use. If there's a problem with yours, don't take somebody else's. Let the teacher know. We'll figure out another solution for you for the day. You should not touch other people's Chromebooks. You're not walking by and closing them. You're not typing on them. You do not have permission to type on and touch other people's Chromebooks. And you need to wait till you have permission to open yours. You can get it out and you just keep it closed until you have permission to sign in and use your Chromebook. Hey, seats. You can look around and see we have a lot of fun places to sit in our classroom. And I don't do assigned seats unless you need it. Don't need it, okay? Just make good choices and don't need me to help you. So you can choose your own seat as long as you are getting your work done and not bothering other people, letting them get their work done. If you can't do those things, I will help you find a seat where you can work. So like we said, we have lots of fun choices in here, but they are a privilege. If you can't use them appropriately, they're not for you. So if it's a distraction or you're fighting over and like running into class to get the best seat that you want, then nobody gets to sit there. So if that's not an option in this room, you walk nicely, you find a seat where you can work. I need your help keeping the furniture nice. For instance, the blue chairs that are soft and squishy, don't lean back on those. That bends the legs and the legs are going to snap off. Then we won't have the blue chair anymore. The rolly chairs, they're not meant to roll around the classroom. They're nice to sit, get in and out of your desk, and that's it. And adjust it to where you need it and then leave it alone. Do not sit and go up and down, up and down. That's bothering other people. So use them the right way or don't use them at all. Also, there's pillows. Don't step on them. Your feet are gross. I don't want your dirty feet on my pillows. Okay? So we would hate for these fun things to disappear. Use them the right way, or we can't use them at all. Hey, backpacks. Your backpack, unless you have permission from the office, should be kept in your locker. A pencil pouch is a good way to get back and forth to class. Really, for most of your classes, you just really need your pencil. That way you can just quickly go from class to class. All you need when you come to my math class is a pencil. Pencil, pencil, pencil. That's it. Pencil. Speaking of pencils, bring a pencil. If you have trouble keeping track of it, you're going to put it in your math folder and keep it in this classroom so you don't need a new one every day. Because when you do need a new pencil, it's going to cost you 5 dojo points. If you only need one new pencil a trimester, no big deal. 5 points is nothing. If you need a new pencil every day, even if you need it 5 times, that's 25 points. There, it's going to add up quickly. So when you need a pencil, ask. It is 5 points, but you need a pencil. And sharpening your pencil. We have 2 pencil sharpeners, one on the black bookshelves, one over on the counter. Sharpen your pencil when you need to. If I'm talking and you don't need a pencil, like right now, you don't need a pencil, then don't use a pencil. But if you are working and need a pencil, then go sharpen it. Okay, sharpen it when you need it sharpened. If you don't need it right then don't sharpen it. Makes sense. Okay, I don't need you to come and ask me though. Just sharpen your pencil if you need it. Okay, you all have a math book and a folder. They go in your cubby. Other students are coming in and they're going to need room to work. You cannot leave them out on the desks. And they're not on top of your cubbies. They're inside your cubby. They should stay in this classroom. You're not taking them home because 6th graders, I don't know, sometimes forget stuff. And then you have nothing to work on because it's all at home. And what are you going to do here? So math books and folders do not go home. If you need to take out a page to work on, rip out the page, take the page home. then you still have your math book here. Math books and folders do not go home. They stay in our classroom. Use it, clean it up in the right way. Okay, restroom. So I am pretty easygoing about the restroom. You can use the restroom once per class, no big deal, okay? You do have to ask permission. I do need to know where you are. There might be times I might say, oh, hurry and let's finish this, or as soon as you're done with this, or things like that. But I will let you go to the restroom when you're making good choices. If you go to the restroom and are making poor choices, like why on earth do you guys want to play in the bathroom? That's weird and gross, and hang out in the bathroom. I don't know, but so no, just like make good choices, go to the bathroom and come back, and I'm happy to let you go. So you got to ask permission. You're going to go one person at a time. So if somebody else is there, you got to wait till they get back. If you have a cell phone with you, you need to leave it in the little clear box right next to the checkout. You're going to take the restroom pass, which you can find right on the side of my desk. And it looks like this, says restroom on it. And then other teachers know you have permission to be out in the hall. So you're just going to slip that on your head. It's a nice little lanyard. And then it doesn't get lost. You have to sign out. It's on the black bookshelf. You write your name, what time you're leaving. There's a clock right by there where you leave your phone. You sign out. When you come back, you write down the time, put the pass back. Make good choices so that you have the chance to go to the restroom when you need it. I've had some kids that have been banned from using the restroom without somebody escorting them there. You don't want to be that kid, guys. You want bathroom privileges, okay? All right, drinks. Again, like pencils, you don't need to ask to sharpen a pencil or get a drink. Just go do it. Just make sure it's an appropriate time. So if I'm talking, not a good time. If another student's up sharing their idea, not a good time. But if you're just having work time, you're like, oh, I'm thirsty. Go get a drink. Don't bother other people. Clean up after yourself. Go back to work. No big deal. You don't need to ask. Just do it. You can also bring a water bottle that has a lid on it. Next up, this is kind of the school rule. So this is not just me. You should be doing this everywhere you go. From bell to bell, from the first bell that rings in the morning to the last bell at the end of the day, your cell phone should be off. Before school, use your phone. Great. After school, use your phone. Great. During school, should be off. Your parents know where you are, and if they need to contact you, they will call the office and they will get you the message as soon as they can. They're very quick about it, I promise. So your cell phone should be off. So if you do bring it in the class, it should be off. But if your cell phone's off, you may as well just leave it in your locker, but it's up to you. So if you do need to use your phone, you can ask for permission and you can go call in the office, or at lunchtime, you can go in the office and use your phone. And if I know sometimes things happen, like, oh, I can't remember if I'm supposed to ride the bus, or I need my mom to bring me this for after school, whatever it is. Instead of like sneaking and trying to like under your desk, like then I don't know what you're doing and you get in trouble, I have to take your phone. It's a whole thing. I don't want that. Just, hey, Mrs. Richards, I need to text my mom to see if I can ride the bus. Great. Hurry and stand by my desk, take care of it, go back to work. Okay. When you're asking permission, I'm going to be very nice to help you out. It's the sneaking that's a problem. Okay. Also, you cannot photograph or video anyone during school without a teacher's permission. So if you do a cool project, ask for permission to take a picture or video of whatever it is that you are wanting to take a picture of. Hey, we have a dojo store. You can earn points. As a whole class, you can earn points for getting your work done independently. So, and then at the end of the trimester, we have a fun store. You'll learn more about that when the store actually happens, but you want your points to be able to buy stuff and not be spending them on pencils and poor choices. So make good choices and have dojo points. Yay! All right, at the end of the class, everybody's expected to help clean up, straighten desks, make sure they're where they were, chairs pushed in, floor picked up, desks cleared off. Your math book and folders go in your cubby, not on top of it. If I have to put your supplies away for you, that's 5 dojo points. If it's hanging out of your cubby, it could get thrown away because it makes me crazy and feel messy. So if you use a computer mouse or headphones, they should be put back in their spots. When the classroom is clean, you go back to your seat. You're not lining up at the door, you just go back to your seat. The teacher will dismiss the class when the bell rings, like by table, so not everybody's trying to shove out the door at the same time. Hey, you also get a behavior grade. You are in charge of you. So every day you're going to rate yourself on the choices you've made. You get 1 point for doing each of these, up to 12 points. So 4 points for each expectation. We'll review these more in a couple days. So at the end of a module or a unit, your scores are all put together to find the average for your grade. If you're here that day and you choose not to do it, the checkout, it's an automatic 1. That's not good. I think most of you can do better than a 1. So when you are safe, respectful, and responsible in this classroom, you can easily get all 12 points and be an honor student. We'll talk more about what that looks like in a few days. And our last slide is work completion. Again, right, they're your choices. You get to choose your behavior and your reactions to things. You get to choose how much work you do. So for every unit module, you get a pacing guide. It tells you what to do, where you can find it. Is it in Canvas? Is it in your math book? Is it in the math drawer? Where is it? You'll do it, check it off, and you can see, oh, if I do section A, that's only a U. That's a 1. That's not good. Okay, if I do B, that's a 1.5. C is a 2. So if I'm trying to get the 3, the grade level, the satisfactory, I've got to get through section E. You have to finish the section to get the grade. If you don't like your grade, you're in charge of it. I'm never going to tell you, hey, you have homework tonight, but you can be like, oh, I'm a little bit behind. I better finish that so I can get the grade that I want. So you're in charge of your actions, your behavior. You're in charge of the work you choose to get done. I am here and I'm happy to help you make those good choices and help you get your work done, but you're the one that ultimately has to choose to do it. Okay, so all right, there you go. Now you kind of know all of our routines. Remember, if you forget, we are going to ask the teacher, hey, if I need to do this, what am I going to do? Happy to remind you. Or you can come into Canvas and look for our class procedures that tell you everything you need to know to be awesome in our classroom.